What's up, guys? I wasn't even planning on making this video. It's 12:30 and I should have been in bed an hour ago. But I'm starting a journal again on Notion, and I have been since like 2022. Actually July 10th, because I just looked at my first journal, July 10th, 2022. And I was reading through some of my journals from the summer of 2022. And just a quick little backstory. 2021, I got into self improvement initially, but very briefly, like over the summer. And I lost some weight and just like other stuff, like I don't know, the general self improvement habits. But I fell out of it in the fall, and that was a while ago. That was sophomore year of high school. So I don't even remember why I fell out of it, but I did. I think like it started to pile up. I'd miss a day doing something. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I missed the next day. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. You keep on saying that, then all of a sudden it's 2025 and not 2021. And obviously that's only my fault. Um, but it's kind of crazy just reading through those journals. Well, that was 2021, but reading through my journals from 2022. And in 2022, I was being like, oh, I wasted time in the fall and the spring. Because this was, like I said, July 10th, 2022. I was like, oh, I wish in 2021 fall I would have spent more time doing X or not doing X, or in the spring I would have gotten myself together earlier. And yet I looked back at that wasted time and I still did nothing. And I do remember this, like every year, like New Year time, I'd be like, okay, well, I wasted this last year, especially going into 2023, because like I said, 2021 I kind of was into self improvement a little bit. 2022, end of 2021 I fell out, and then like none of 2022 I was in, obviously. Um, like bits and pieces there, like for a day you stick to your routine, that kind of thing. And quick aside, I do think that one of the major factors that kind of led to my downfall in a sense, but which wasn't really a downfall, but just my lack of consistency, was trying to do too much. I would, one, consume too much YouTube content. Bro, if like any of you guys used to watch Hamza, which like he seems like a cool guy, but like his content and like I would just, it seems like I think he, bro, I'm starting. Oh my goodness, he has good advice, but I think, and this happened to me, way too many people would just watch it and not apply it. And so I would be watching his content and get motivated and feel like I was actually doing the work. And so that would just kind of spiral. And I would watch like a video on how to change your life, and then I'd like do it for like a few days, and then when it actually became hard, I'd stop. And that just became a cycle where I just started doing that over and over. And anyways, I'm kind of getting off topic because I want to more so talk about like regretting of wasting time. But anyway, so that was 2022. Going into the 2023 year, I was like, ooh, I definitely cannot waste this year, because I wasted 2022 and part of 2021, and yet I did better that year, but not really self improvement. I just had some other goals that I accomplished, like with my business, but still somehow looking back and seeing all the time that I wasted and the regret, because I had that summer of 22. I regretted not doing the things earlier, like not sticking with my consistent self improvement plan in fall of 2021 and everything. And so in 2023, I somehow still didn't get myself together, because I really don't know why. I was reading the journals and I wanted just to pick up the camera and just record my thoughts, because like I was getting kind of sad as I was reading everything. Like, wow, that was 2022 and now it's 2025, and I have nothing to really show for that time. So that's why I kind of wanted to make the video, because recently um I've been like feeling like, oh, I wish I started this sooner, or oh, I wish I could go back in time and redo this and start doing this X, all that stuff. Just regretting stuff. And I know in my mind, like, oh, there's no sense to worry about that because you can't go back in time, so you can only focus on the future and the present. Um, but that still somehow doesn't get through my head. I don't know why. But specifically with learning day trading, I'm like, oh, I wish I could go back. And maybe that's just because I have the wrong mindset right now. But oh, I wish I could go back in time and start learning earlier, which seems innocent. But I guess what's my reasoning for wanting to go back in time? Is it so that by now, if I started in 2022, by now I could be profitable? That's probably what it is, and obviously that's the wrong reason. But I'm just kind of making this to talk to myself, to be like, there's no sense of regretting that. It's in the past. Just make sure that it doesn't happen again, because like I was saying, 2021 I was in self-improvement. I fell out of it. 2022 I was like, okay, I'm going to get back on my grind, and I don't want this to be like fall 2021 again. All of 2022 that did not work. Same with 2023. Same with 2024. Same with most of 2025. I really started this July 1st is really when I started, and I've been consistent for 2 weeks with everything. But which is like way longer than I have been since 2021, which is crazy. But that's where, I don't know, I just was reading some of those journals, and it was like, wow, I wish I could go back and just change all my choices and focus more on one thing and then not do another thing. But obviously I can't do that, and so there's no point worrying about it, but it still kind of eats away at me, which then is like, I'm in the present right now. I'm in 2025, and it's like, oh, thinking back on this and how much I regretted it. I don't want this. I don't want 3 years from now me to be doing the same thing. 3 years from now, I want me to be saying, okay, yeah, I did waste all that time from 2021 to 2025, but at least I didn't waste 2025 to 2028 or whatever. That's what I want. I don't want it to be another cycle. Like, it still is so crazy to me. I just gotta comprehend this, bro. How I wasted that much time. And I mean, I say wasted in the sense of I wasn't doing anything truly meaningful. Like, I have a lot of good memories from those times, and I wouldn't say I was depressed at all in that time. So I'm not like looking back in a super negative light. I'm just like, wow, I wish I would have at least done something remotely productive instead of. I'm trying to remember what I did all those years. I don't know. Like, obviously I like anime, but I didn't watch that much anime until last year. Maybe video games. I don't know. Whatever I did, it wasn't like, it's not important, but it wasn't meaningful. And obviously not everything you have to do. Like, you can relax a little bit through your day. Like the people that are like grind, that say to grind 24/7, I feel like that's not sustainable at all. But you should not be like, um, I don't know, like playing video games for more than like an hour a day. I feel like, and it has to be, quick aside, like it has to be an hour. This is what I've started to do with watching anime. It has to be like at the end of the day when everything on my to-do list is done. And if it's not, if my to-do list isn't done, I don't get to watch it, or my time gets shortened. And so, a quick aside, like that's just something that I feel like it's still like something that if you really want to do it and you actually enjoy it, like still set aside time for it. Just don't prioritize it as high. Which obviously now I'm just kind of yapping, which I guess is kind of the point of this channel. I don't really have any scripts, but like I said, I don't want to look back 3 years from now and be like, oh, I wasted those 3 years, 2025 to 2028. Now I'm out of college, with maybe a job lined up, but not really what I want. So, yeah, I don't know. I think now as I'm making this video, I'm kind of seeing the solution. I came up with like that last part of 3 years from now in my head, but like I said, I was reading those journals and I'm like, wow, I wasted so much time, and if I could go back, I would, but obviously I can't. So I just have to accept it. I just have to do the work in the present and know that I can change the future at least, and reflect on that past as and take it as a learning moment. Like, wow, not only did I waste 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years, 4 years that I wasted, in the sense of I didn't really accomplish much or my goals. Let me see. This isn't that important. I might not have them still saved, but I remember writing my goals down. 2022, And to be fair, from what I remember, my 2022 goals were not super realistic in the sense like it wasn't like become a millionaire, but I think it was just so much. And there is something to be said about progressively overloading, especially with your goals. Like I do think it's kind of a dichotomy for me because I love the saying be delusionally, I think ambitious. So dream big, but also like you don't want to dream so big where you get intimidated by your goals. And you're like, how am I going to do that? And you're like, I'm just not going to do that. Which is for 2022 what happened because I think I had like 20 goals and they weren't like mini goals. They were like each big goals. And I'm not finding it. But let me try one more thing. I'm not finding it, but I remember my 2023 goals. Yeah, I'm not finding it. Oh well. I was like, I think I chose like 12 goals or something, and then I kind of wrote a paragraph about each one, and that was definitely a good idea, and I kind of redid that this year, but with like bullet points and not really a paragraph, just expand on it a little bit, and that's good because it's important to set goals, but if you don't I guess what I'm getting at is if you don't take action, like they're just that. They're just goals. They're not gonna ever become reality. And unfortunately, that's what happened to me with the past 4 years. But it's my fault. And like I said, like I don't like I regret it in the sense that I didn't do much meaningful. But like, bro, looking if like I'll get memories in my Snapchat of like a few years ago today. Like, bro, I still was living a good life. It just like wasn't really where I'd want to be now, especially after I kind of got the taste of self improvement and now I'm just getting back into it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just making this video because I just kind of wanted to. I can journal, but I kind of like talking more because myself, I actually hear it out loud. Um, but yeah, so I guess just really trying to get over the regret of wasting time, and I need to just hold myself accountable now to use the past. Be like, wow, I wasted all that time, and I regret it so much now. Like multiple times a day, like something stupid will come up. Like be like, oh, I wish I could go back in time to when, like this YouTube video was created because it was created like right when I was starting to get out of self improvement. And if I could go back in time, then I would tell myself not to. Like saying this out loud is like, wow, that's so retarded. Um, so I just need to, like I said, I needed to make this video just kind of vent to myself and just kind of now keep myself accountable to be like if you quit because that is what you did quit in the past, it's just gonna be even worse. I've quoted Togi a lot, I know, but his video Why Not You, he said, if you think the price for success is high, wait until you're served the bill for regret. And like, bro, if I thought that like going to the gym was hard and starting an online business was hard, bro, like this must is like much worse because like I said multiple times a day I'm like, wow, I wish I could go back in time and fix all the time wasted. But on the other hand, I am grateful that now my eyes have kind of been opened and I'm like, wow, I really need to lock in. And actually in a sense I didn't even think of it till now. Sophomore year. Wait, so 2021 is when summers when I was getting my stuff together. I was going into sophomore year of high school. 2025 is when I'm getting my stuff together again, and I'm going into sophomore year of college. So, kind of a coincidence. Unfortunately, that's a very large age range, but all I can do now, I guess, is be grateful that at least I'm finally coming around, and just really instill this idea in my mind that you can't go back in time, but you can use the past as a way to motivate yourself to be better in the future. But yeah, sorry, it's kind of a downer video. I'm just kind of getting all my thoughts out right now. I need to go to bed. But yeah, life's been good the past 2 weeks though. This is the most consistent I've ever been with like exercise and the other. I haven't really done too many other like self improvement habits besides exercise and like eating healthy and everything. but this is definitely the most consistent I've been with those since 2021 when I initially lost that weight. But I think what I'm gonna start doing, like I said, there's something to be said about being delusionally ambitious. Like, oh, I'm gonna read 10 books a day. Like, obviously, it's not gonna happen. But like, you're gonna do all this stuff versus progressively overloading. And I think with some things you can go either way. But I think in terms of building discipline and like the self improvement, progressively overloading like the habits is, at least for me, what seems to work. Um, so like I said in my discipline video where I was going over TJR's bootcamp video, my first discipline like habit that I was adding was exercise, and 2 weeks that's been going well. I haven't missed any days. Even while like on vacation, I still did the walks like I wanted to. And I started running now. So I think I'm gonna add reading 20 pages of a book each day, like a nonfiction book. I'm gonna still be reading. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. Once I finish that, I'm not sure. I have some more stuff on my bookshelf that I want to read. That's like self improvement. Um, Maybe Think and Grow Rich. I don't know what that's about. I just like got it when it was on sale. But yeah, I need to go to bed. I've been yapping long enough. But if there's anyone that's watching this that's in my situation, similar situation, like, oh, I wish I could go back in time and restart and change things. I totally understand. I've been feeling that a lot recently. And I know this is harder to actually believe or harder to realize and like accept than what I'm just gonna say, but sorry, that made no sense. I'm too tired. I know that like what I'm about to say is harder just to accept. Like, it's not just, oh, he said that, he's right. I guess I'm just not gonna worry about my past anymore. I know it's hard, but really just remember that like you can't change the past, so you're only taking up your energy right now in the present. You're taking up your energy now in the present, which can decide your future. Wait, I'm gonna try and make this like a good quote. Worrying about the past, worrying about what you could have done in the past, only takes up your energy now that you could use to better yourself in the future. Bro, actually, no need to write that down. I have it on video. Let me try and like set this in stone. Fuck, I already forgot it. Bro, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked, dude. Ark. What was this, bro? Worrying about what you could have done in the past is, I don't know. I said it. I said it a few seconds ago. Whatever that was, that's the quote. I'll put that in the description because I want to remember that. And I'm sorry, I'm so retarded. But anyway, like I said, if anyone's in a similar situation with me, they're regretting wasting time in the past, I get it, it sucks. But you have to realize that if you keep thinking about that, you're just not going to do anything now in the present because you're going to be too busy. You're going to have all your energy on that versus all your energy on changing the future. So, it's not too late. Obviously, it sucks. Those are wasted years, but I mean, there's still more life. So, take a deep breath, let it go by, and start putting the work in now so that 3 years down the line, you can have the opposite reaction. You can say, wow, I'm grateful that I did that then. And I'm grateful that I stuck with it. Because you already know how it feels to be like, wow, 3 years later, and I regret not doing what I should have done. So now try and get the opposite feeling. And I haven't gotten that yet, but I think that that'll be a lot better than what I'm feeling right now. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to make this video, kind of give my thoughts off. It's kind of long. It's crazy. I do think that journaling helps, but like talking out loud, especially to like when I know a few people are gonna watch it, seems a lot more meaningful. And just saying this stuff out loud, I feel like makes me realize it more than when it's just on paper. But yeah, anyways, I'll put that quote in the description because I'm too cooked right now to even remember it. But anyways, yeah, you guys got this. Just remember, if you don't want to be feeling what you're feeling right now in terms of regret, just take action right now. I know it's easier said than done, but like the time is gonna pass anyway, so you may as well just start now. All right, have a good one.